start with a few challenges that we are facing now. As other world religions, Islam has been around and followed by millions of people for more than 14th century. And Islam has always been in conversation with the local cultures, although it was revealed in the specific region in Arabia in the 17th century. Thus, the teachings of Islam throughout its history always try to negotiate, try to interfere and been interfered by the local context in which it is spread. So Islam in Indonesia especially also have a long conversation with the local cultures of the archipelago. The main teaching of Islam normatively come from two sources, from the Quran as holy text that Muslims believe is a revealed revelation or revealed book from God, and also the prophetic traditions. The problem with Muslim living in this era now is how to interpret these two sources of Islam. How to interpret the Quran and how to interpret and understand prophetic tradition. Whether the assertions of the Quran and the prophetic tradition must be understood as literally as it said, or the Quran and prophetic tradition is a source of values in which the text must be interpreted contextually. So this is the great challenge of Muslims, to find how to interpret the core message of Quran and also prophetic tradition within their own specific context to make it relevant. So with regard to the ethic, or with the gender ethic and leadership, also how to relate the teaching on this leadership and also gender ethics within our contextual realm in today's world. As in many religious traditions, men have been contributed more than women, in particular to interpreting the Quran, and also to develop the institution to determine the social enterprises of religions. The question is whether Islam and other world religions is inherently sexist or gender biased, or whether such sexism and gender bias is actually very historical, empirical to our experiences. This is the question that we would like to answer. So the gap between the Quran and interpretation and social practices is widespread in almost all societies. But if we look back in the core values or the norm, what is said in the Quran and prophetic tradition, we could find sources for equality, sources for gender ethic that is significant and relevant to our today's world. Ethics in Islamic tradition, usually known or popularly known as akhlaq, that is understood as a constant good morality, good for the end, but also good for the means. So it's like constant goodness in the way we perceive, in the way we proceed, but also to the end or to the goal end of something. For instance, what is the ethic of eating, for instance? The purpose of eating is for the goodness of human being. What is being ate is also good for the body and how to get that food has to be in a good means or good way. So it is considered not coherent if we have a good intention. For instance, we would like to find a good meal, but the way we look for the meal using immoral way, for instance, by stealing, by cheating, by way that is considered not good. So akhlaq is goodness from the intention, also goodness in the way we proceed to achieve, also the way goodness in the result. With Indonesian context, the thought on the gender ethics, we still have a lot of challenges. First, the context of Nusantara or Indonesia, we have many different ethnic groups, different cultures. We also have different views, vision about gender relation, about manhood, about womanhood, about leadership. Some ethnic groups are more patriarchal than the others, but other groups also see leadership in different ways, whether it is on the form of more economic, tangible, physical, or leadership that is respect more on the spiritual. For instance, in Java alone, leadership has been understood in many different ways. For instance, for the king, leadership must comply with spirituality, with the abstract power rather than with the economic power. So, king who engage more with the economic, for instance, will be considered not very good. So in Java, usually the king, also men, were concentrated more to enhance their spiritual leadership, and women were very excellent in economic leadership. So viewed from this perspective, then gender ethics in Indonesia is various or varied, and women leadership in economic has been long in practice, and it is also recognized by many early feminists from European in early 20th century, that therefore Javanese women looks more empowered in the economic life than the European at that time, and women were look happier in this leadership than the European. This is one of the quotes from a feminist in the early 20th century. So the Muslim societies, men and women, mostly struggle with the how to negotiate between Islamic norm, Islamic tradition that come from Arabia, and also the Indonesian context with regard to women leadership. Of course, we also taken into account the advancement of scientific development, in which also give women more knowledge, more power to enter to the discussion of such leadership. So the access, the participation, control and benefit from the development give way for men and women to have more rooms to